Capricorn, welcome to your February 2018 love reading. It's Rena here. Just shuffling the cards. Whoa, so a lot of pentacles in this reading, which is connected to earth energy, like your sign, Taurus, Capricorn. I said Capricorn. What's the other earth sign? Virgo. And so that's very practical, but it could be kind of petty sometimes, because I always cringe when people are in romantic relationships, whether it's marriage or they're dating, and it's like all about money in one form or another. To me, that's just so shallow. But anyway, let's talk about what's going on here. Oh, and by the way, I think I'm going to be doing a singles reading at the end of this month. So stay tuned for that, because, I don't know, I can't fit it into both readings. So anyway, the heart of the matter is the Seven of Swords, and this is a card that can be of physical theft, okay? And so this character is somebody who is kind of slinking away. Sometimes it can be about going on your own, so it doesn't have a totally negative connotation. So let's say you had a negative experience and with a person, and you're just like done. You don't want to even date now because you've had such a unpleasant situation occur. We have in the past position, which when I first started saying this, I was surprised at how many people. This is like a card that could be like a boss, the owner of a business. If you were having some kind of a relationship with that person, and you decided to, to break it off with the person, because this is what's happening now. Now this is the mother archetype, the earth mother archetype. So for some people, even though this is not in the reversed position, which is more of like being a floozy, I bet you haven't heard that word in a long time. There is this sensuality associated with the Empress that it's almost like, for some people, if they were having an affair with an authority figure, so somebody who maybe you work for instance, that you feel like a floozy now, where maybe you thought it was really something more than that. For other people, this is a situation of dealing with, the person could be a Taurus, because the Empress card is connected to Taurus. And also because I have swords, I'm wondering if some people are dealing with air signs. And who knows, maybe it's like a combination of air and earth, especially with the Gemini-Taurus, juncture. But for Capricorns, it will typically be Libra people that you have these situations with. And the other air sign is Aquarius. So, because the Empress is the mother, and the King it represents the father, there could be a situation where either you are dealing with somebody who is still connected to the parent, to the mother of their child, and you are either unwittingly participating in an infidelity, or you know about it, but you thought that it was, history, and something along those lines. And or it could be that the father of your child is now, getting with either a Taurus or a Libra person. Yeah, Libra, there's Libra again. Or that they have, the mother of their child that you thought that they were finished with. Yeah, so I think I said that I repeated myself. Something along those lines. And let's look at the higher message, because this is kind of, I had the flu for a week, and now that I've come back trying to do these readings, it's like you have to get back in the groove. It's like I've been like starting them over again and everything, and it's like I'm like, how could I? How come I can't do this? The higher message is the Ace of Wands. And this is I really love the Ace of Wands because it's a new beginning. And it's almost like, it's not just a new beginning when it comes to something practical like the Ace of Pentacles. It's actually, we do have the Ace of Pentacles too, which is great too. But it's like this new lease on life. The fire energy gives you a sense of optimism. Now, I always associate this with springtime. So spiritually, it could be saying that you may have to tread through some, crap in the winter, Northern Hemisphere reference here. But come the spring, come March or so, during the cardinal time of the vernal equinox, it's possible that you will go through a new phase where you are feeling a sense of renewal. This could also be talking about a fire sign individual, a literal person. And of course, Aries is someone that you may find yourself gravitating to with all of the fire signs, Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There may be somebody out there who is going to provide this for you. And so from the spiritual perspective, it's about like hang in there, things will get better at some point. If you've been dealing with, that situation above, there are different possibilities. Usually the Empress, I think of in a good light in the upright position. But in this case, it could be someone who is using their position as a way, as a manipulation, a tool of manipulation. So of somebody who has physical charms, who is trying to lure somebody else. Now, I'm not saying this is you. It could be the person that you're involved with is dealing with. Maybe it's an ex, or the mother of their child, or using their status as the mother to kind of get the guy back. And that also is not the right thing to do, because obviously children should never be used as pawns. And but again, that responsibility would lie on the man. The man has to be the one to put his foot down. What crosses you is the Six of Pentacles. Now, one thing that I did want to say, which I thought I kind of didn't follow through on that, is the King of Pentacles could easily be a facet of you. as a Capricorn individual. What the King of Pentacles represents is the highest level of economic success. For, you know, any of these court cards, this is the highest representation of that. And so when you get the Seven of Swords as kind of like the focus of this reading, what it could be saying is that you may have contributed to your own problems by emphasizing your material wealth. And wealth, I don't mean that you're a millionaire. I'm talking about just your success. Because this card in the challenge position is about give and take. You see the scales. And about what do we, you know, what are our expectations in life when it comes to other people? Some people are very petty about it, where it's like they call it keeping books. What they did for somebody and what the other person has not done for them. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about 50-50 and all that. I'm talking about if you emphasize that you have money or you're like trying to buy someone, you will attract people who use you for your money. And that's just, it's just common sense. That you emphasizing that as if that is the most important part of you will attract people who are users. So the Six of Pentacles is about getting what you deserve in life. And it's interesting how some of the people that tolerate the most outrageous things in their relationships would never do so with their employer. You know, they would be the first ones to squawk if they were making less than a coworker. And yet in their own marriage, they would allow the other person to take advantage of them and not even say a word until it was too late, maybe. The advisor what's coming in is the Ten of Swords, and this is a card of the end of a cycle. This is like hitting bottom in a situation. I don't mean that the person is going to feel like the end of the world has come. I'm saying that it doesn't get any worse than this. And basically, I think this is a mental thing, because actually swords relate to the mind. So just by admitting to yourself that, you know, with that Seven of Swords, that something has happened, that is enough to kind of turn the tide and make something new come into being. Because we do have this Ace of Wands, and then we have this, which is a card associated with you. And today, as I record this, on January 16th, this is actually your new moon. Ace of Pentacles. So this is like the new moon. New beginnings. If you are involved with somebody at work, like a supervisor or something like that, you may get a new job. This is a card of a new job. You see the portal. This is supposed to be like stepping into a new phase in your life. And because you are an earth sign, it could be anything connected to your life and how that would relate to it. And one possibility is actually changing jobs, maybe having a new relationship. This could be having a new relationship with someone who is an earth sign. And again, I kept saying Taurus. So Taurus, Virgo, or, you know, I was going to say, God forbid, another Capricorn. I don't know. Or is that, yeah, I think that could work. I totally think that could work. 2 Capricorns. But yeah, so you might be saying, well, is this a good reading or not? Yes, it is a good reading, because the spiritual message is the Ace of Wands, and the outcome of the reading is the Ace of Pentacles. So basically it's saying you're moving forward. The Ten of Swords is about just letting go of a bad situation and acknowledging that you were betrayed by somebody. Maybe you've been in denial about some situation, and that has kept you tied to the past, Capricorn. But now you're ready to move forward. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you'd like a private reading, please click on the link below. Otherwise, Capricorn, have a wonderful February. Bye.